Empathy, part 1. Using empathy with your kids. Empathy's been proven to be such a powerful tool because it lets your kids know that you understand what's going on with them, how they're feeling, and that those feelings are important to you. Yeah, absolutely.
Your kids feel honored and loved.
And when your kids feel honored and loved and that they know that their feelings are important to you, then you have a deeper connection with them and you have less conflict.
Less conflict and better communication.
Absolutely. So an example of this would be with our 9-year-old son. Okay. So what example we're going to use?
Well, how about what just happened on the way to gymnastics?
Okay, so what happened on the way to gymnastics?
So our 9-year-old expressed to Dad here that he didn't feel up to going to gymnastics today. And so on the way there, he blurted out, our children have been trained, so gratefully he was connected with why he didn't want to go. So what he said was that when he gets a trick wrong and he gets instructed, that he feels dumb. So he doesn't want to go because he doesn't like feeling embarrassed or feeling dumb.
Okay.
Okay, so the first step in talking to him is?
To identify the feeling.
Okay, so I went through a series of questions. So are you feeling irritated? No. Are you feeling annoyed? Yes. Okay, so you're feeling annoyed because when you get a trick wrong, the teacher instructs you and you don't like how that feels. You don't like being instructed? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so we identified the feeling and why.
And there's really only, at 9 and 10 years old, there's usually only like maybe 5 to 7 feelings that they can have. They can feel hurt, they can feel angry, they can feel frustrated, they can feel annoyed. What else?
Sad.
They can feel sad.
Sad.
So usually it's like one of those, 5 things when, at that, right around that 10-year-old age when they're having a negative feeling. It's usually one of those. So it's not too difficult to be able to guess. Okay. So what happened next?
So, well, the last step of the formula is just to empathize, is to say, well, I can understand how you would feel that way because, it's really important for you to feel good when you're at gymnastics and when you're, if you feel like you're doing something wrong and you're feeling, irritated by it, then I could understand why you might not want to go. And he said, yeah. And then I did move on and say, well, would you be willing to do this? Sometimes all you need is those 3 steps.
All you need is that empathy. So to recap is identifying the feeling and then...
Well, we found the cause for the feeling.
Yeah, finding out what was the need. Yeah, what was the cause or what was the need. And then just repeating it back and empathizing and say, hey, I can understand how you would feel that way. And why this is such a powerful tool is because as human beings at any age, we have a great need to be understood by somebody else.
And to be heard.
And to be heard. So when we're heard and we're understood by somebody else, now we didn't change anything. We didn't fix anything.
He still went to gymnastics.
He still went to gymnastics. He's still going to be corrected. Nothing has changed about the circumstances, only his point of view of the circumstances because he knows that his mom understands what he's going through. And then when he gets home tonight, after gymnastics here, we gotta go pick him up in a few minutes, then we can have the discussion. Hey, how did it go with this? Did you feel okay with it? And then he can say yes or no, or well, I tried it, but it turned out this way. And then we can just repeat the process all over again. Oh, okay, so it didn't turn out so well. Okay, were you feeling kind of frustrated about that? Yes, I was feeling frustrated. Oh, I can understand. You tried something new. It didn't turn out so well, and you're feeling frustrated. That makes perfect sense that you would feel that way. I don't know. Could we maybe try something different for next week? Do you have any ideas? And maybe he self-solves that problem.
And this is a really great opportunity too. I did add, I can understand how you feel that way because when this happens to me, I feel XYZ.
Right.
So if you do have an experience that you can share, then it also helps your kids to not feel alone.
And then it's not adult and child or parent and kid. You are actually just 2 human beings who both have feelings and both of your feelings are valid,
Yeah.
regardless of what age you are, and you're honoring each other's feelings, and that creates a deeper connection, has less problems, and is much better than you're going to gymnastics.
I've already paid for it. You're
I've paid
getting your
for
butt
it.
in the car.
Yeah, you're going, and stop fighting me on this. Language like that. It just is so much. It just makes life difficult and not so much fun. So, try this tool with empathy with your kids, and we're going to do another video here very soon about having empathy with your partner.
That's me.